Ennis Fianna Fáil Councillor Antoinette Bashua. Antoinette, a motion down, an interesting one today from Cllrs Malloy, yourself and Councillor Tom O'Callaghan, querying Glór's protocol when it comes to accepting cultural or political even events. And I understand this stems from a request from Cllrs Fianna Fáil to host an event marking 100 years since the party was founded, and that was refused at Glór.
Well, I suppose the motion came about, actually it was a question. It was brought about because we wanted clarity on the booking situations, because it seemed in the past that there was events that were either religious or political, but it was brought forward because when they had tried to book it for this event, that they were told that they no longer do political events or religious events, that they realistically to just do the cultural, the music, and I suppose the shows. It was looking for clarity, and look, we can all understand that you have to work off of a fair system for everybody, and if it's the case that you don't do political events within the Glór system, then we all have to work off it and say, well, that's fine, it's a blanket ban. And actually, the local councillor, Sinn Féin councillor, Tommy Gilfy, actually did come in and appoint clarity and say, well, we're not the only party that will refuse. So we understand. And as Claire asked again in her follow-up question, she asked just for clarity, and that when they have the policy in place, that we'd all get a copy of it. So when someone comes to us and says, oh, why can't I book this? We can say, well, this is part of the policies.
And we understand that, look, roughly 2.5 years ago, an event that was led by ALDE Europe, now known as Renewable Europe, the Member of European Parliament delegation held an energy event. It's to, I suppose, promote onshore and offshore energy projects in Europe. Promote offshore energy projects in Europe. And look, that would have been seen as a political event, so quite a recent change.
Yeah, equally, yes. And quite recently, after that, we had an event on women's health, which wouldn't necessarily be culture or music or drama. And that took over Glór. I suppose it was just looking for clarity. Look, at the end of the day, they have to do what they see fit, and they have got extremely busy in the last previous years. There's no one to blame. The thing is, we just want fairness, and if it's fair if they're saying no, it's a blanket ban on everybody, then we have to live with that and find other way to celebrate the 100 years of our party.
The question asked for a report. You got a response from the director of Siobhan McNulty. Did she give a reason? Did she commit to a report? She
committed to a report. She said it probably more than likely, when the report is finished, it'll be given out to the members within the party, and if it needs to be brought forward then for another motion, we can do that in the future. But we'll just see what the outcome is first. We'll give them a chance and see what the outcome is.